welcome back to Wendy's Colouring, and today I'm going to have a look at some of these books that I've got by the illustrator and Kronheimer. So you might have noticed on the channel I did get these two 2 months ago now, I think, and yeah, I really like this book. And I've done one already, did that one last month, which was May. Did that one for May. Paper's quite nice in here. Like the drawings a lot. Same with the ballet. Not worked in the ballet one yet, but it did get me curious to what else was available by this artist. So I did have a look on Amazon and got this selection of books that I'll very quickly have you a flip through. Like I say, these are in one of my hauls fairly recently. Might have been May or April, but yeah, there is like a slower flip of this one somewhere amongst in a haul somewhere. But this I thought was a really nice book, and like I say, I really quite like the paper in it. It took a little bit of watercolour because this was metallic watercolour in this sun bit, and as you can see, it's not gone through. It's not even really buckled. I can kind of feel it, but pretty much the page is fine. Yeah, so it's reasonable little paper in these. I think they're Buster books, aren't they, this particular make? I think these are out of print though, that is the only thing I will say. So these are older books. Some of these that I've got in my pile are second-hand books. In the main, they're alright. These two weren't. Princess and the Ballet one were all brand new. Again, this one's in a fairly recent haul, so I won't spend ages flipping it. I'll just do a very quick flip so you're getting the gist. But there is a longer one in one of my more recent hauls if you want to have a look for the slower version of it. But yeah, it's also quite cute. Then I saw this one. Fairy colouring book. Apparently there are some more. I haven't got these ones. The gorgeous colouring book, which looks like it's kind of objects. Beautiful colouring book. Obviously that one we've got, and that one we've got. So these two I have not spotted on Amazon yet, but this one is the fairy colouring book. I might just actually zoom you in a bit because it's a bit far out for these little books. These are obviously much smaller books than the other ones that we're going to get onto. But yeah, I just like the style of a drawing. I just think it's really lovely. They're not too big a pages and they're quite cute, and I like a fairy book, so this one was always going to get bought as soon as I spotted it. And yeah, I pretty much like all of this book. There's the odd page that I think maybe that page isn't for me, but or like I quite like this side, but maybe another full page of birds might be a bit much for me. Don't know, but even these I quite like. And obviously lots of glittery fairy wings to look at. And like, that's a nice page, isn't it? The spines are a bit of a pain in this book. That obviously wasn't a double that I did in the princess book. I suspect this is going to be a bit tricky when you come to work into the spine, but we shall see. Won't know till I try it. Spines are always quite annoying, aren't they? I'm working on a Kirby page at the moment, and the spine in that is driving me mad. You just can't get in there at all. It's a really tight one, so you have this problem with lots of books, don't you? It's to an extent unavoidable. This bird is not looking happy. This page, probably not for me. But most of these I really quite like. Halloween fairies. Yeah, this one probably also not for me. But some of these I really love. I think they're really pretty books. I'm guessing they were made for kids, but I quite like them. So that one's a fairy colouring book. And then the other one at this same size is the Fashion Through Time, and it's the same lineup on the back. And this one I quite like as well. It's a little bit different to anything else I have. Same paper, but you've basically got historical costumes in the main. Let me try and crack this open so I don't get an annoying crease. I like this page already, the Egyptian page. So I do like this side. I'm not sure I'll have the patience to do this side, but if I've done that page, then I will want to get that page done. So who knows? Greece, Rome, a page full of sandals, probably not for me. France, Poland, England, Italy, more France, more Italy, China, quite like that, France, men's costumes. I don't colour in men very often. Not sure I will colour them, but at least I have the option now. Europe, quite like this one as well. France, North America, more France. Quite like this in the background. Yeah, these are nice, aren't they? Fringe hats. Europe. Japan. Oh, we've got a bit of a border for Lapland. Germany, Scandinavia, Holland. Kind of feel like that should have tulips on, or is that like a bit too cheesy? Not one tulip on there. Scotland, a bit of tartan. Switzerland, Italy, Spain, North America, Japan, China, Turkey, India, more North America, England, North America, Europe, and last few pages, Chicago, New York, and the UK, Britain. Although actually you lot were wearing that in the US, same as we were wearing that probably in the UK. But still quite cute, I think. The Fashion Through Time colouring book, again, is the last of the 4 that are this kind of smaller size that I think are on quite nice paper. Then, I didn't know what these ones would be like at all. I might have to zoom out a smidge, because these were a little bit bigger. So I got what I could see by this same artist, and these are slightly different. They are much thinner. Let me grab one of the ones that I've just had, so you can kind of see. Much, much thinner. Obviously, they are much bigger, she says, having just put the other one away. And these ones are very much more directed at kids, I think. Obviously, they've got a story as a theme. This one, as you can see, is secondhand and is a bit on the dinged side in the corner. I'm not sure what I think about this one yet. They're kind of still quite colourful. They do have a bit of a pre-coloured base, so you get like bits of the image that are already coloured, but it's not so heavy that you couldn't still work over it. Like I could still paint over the top of that. I don't know about their skin. The skin is pretty flat in already, but you could still add to it, and certainly I would add to their hair, I think. Apart from that, I quite like the illustrations. Like if they were just completely no colour on them already, would I find them more appealing? I don't think I've decided. It's interesting, I think. Like this page, I can see myself wanting to colour it, and there's not so much in that you couldn't just work into it with a bit of texture or add a bit of something into it if you wanted to. London Bridge. Yeah, it's quite nicely drawn, isn't it? There's a little bit of detail into it. Yeah. And then we've got the island. This is quite a nice scene as well. Obviously these doubles, and this is an A4 book, so this is quite a big double. I think you've got to be quite committed to get one of these done. Maybe that's going to be my other issue with it. I quite like it, but there's a lot of work in them. And this is not as thick a paper as those smaller books, so I wonder... I don't think I'm going to get away with watercolour in it, not without kind of protecting it in some way, I think. But they're quite nice illustrations still. You're getting quite some nice sections of the story. And like some pages like this, I've got hardly any colour on them at all. So I think they are quite doable. I do quite like them. And obviously Wendy's in this book, so I had to have it. Yeah, and that's that one. So these ones are copyright 2016, so they are an older book. Like I say, this one particularly is definitely secondhand because it's had hard life. Jungle Book, colouring book. Again, same kind of idea in that you've got, ooh, if I can open them, quite a nice pre-coloured page. You've got the intro page, which I really like this bit. I do like all of this. It is tempting. Look, little chameleon. Yeah, this is just quite cute little illustrations. Sticky. Something is a bit on the sticky. It doesn't appear to be anything there though. That's what's annoying. I don't actually know if it's just the black print that's started to be a bit sticky. Kind of feels a bit rough. Don't know. Secondhand. What do I want? But yeah, this is going to be the problem with these. If there's one that takes your fancy, you might have to do a bit of searching. eBay, Amazon, secondhand bookie places. Like, I got these all via Amazon, but they were from some secondhand bookstores on Amazon. But in the main, although the first one's a little bit dinged in the corner, I think when it's been in the bookcase, it'll flatten out, and I'll make more of a mess of it once I start colouring in them anyway, so I'm not too fussed about it. I don't think this one appeals to me quite as much as the Peter Pan one. I don't know. I'm not a great lover of this story. I don't quite know why, but yeah. But this one I do like. So Ice Princess is the third one of this kind of series. Again, I love the drawing in this book. Just really like her style. Probably a bit too much of that coloured in for me to want to do something with it. But, and again, I'm not loving all this, but can work over it quite easily, can't you? What have we got? We've got a bit of base yellow and a little bit of blue, so a bit of metallic watercolour will sort that out straight away. Might have to put a bit of acrylic or something on first though, because that's not going to work well with the paper. But look how cute these are. These I like. This I like. Kind of thinking it's a Christmas book that's not a Christmas book, is what my thoughts are. Love some of this. It's just asking for a bit of sparkle, isn't it? This whole book just needs to be stickled up, I'm thinking. This page, yeah, again, there's too much coloured in for me and the colour choices are already horrible. But that's what I've got paint for, isn't it? So I'm thinking even those bits I don't like, I can do something with it. Like this kind of costumey page with a cheeky fox. He's cute. And an owl. Snowball fight. This page not so much, but I quite like this side. This could also be fun. Fox dancing with an owl. Log cabins. Quite like this kind of action page as well. Racing through the snow. No. Yeah, so the big child in me does want to colour this book quite badly. I like it a lot. Glad I've got this one. Ice Princess, colouring book. And then the last one is a disaster. This one is not staying in my collection. I think it's going to go to school. Fashion World, obviously by the same artist. This one has been coloured, just very occasionally in some places, but I don't like this book. It's not going to be a keeper. This one's a bit more like an activity book, which obviously I didn't realise before I ordered it, if I can say it. So this kind of thing. Finish this show-stopping gown. Complete the outfits. Look, it's been semi-coloured, but like I say, in the main, it's not going to stay in my collection, so it doesn't matter to me, and it's only two little bits that have been coloured. But I'm thinking the kids at school, they probably will like this when they finish some work and they're getting on my nerves. Yeah, do some of that. Okay, I will. So I'll make use of it. It's fine, because there is quite a lot of kind of fashiony things in here. What's that one? Finish this fine feathered fabric in your favourite shades. But yes, as you see, it's supposed to be colouring, but there's not a huge amount of actual colouring going on in here. It's mainly finish off the outfits, add things to this drawing type book. So this would be the only one that I would not recommend getting. Unless, of course, you like doing these kind of things. Maybe you do. But yeah, for me, this was oh, what a shame. Because this one is a really chunky book, especially compared to the other ones, the little ice one that I just showed you. So this is really chunky, and the paper actually in this again feels a bit better than on paper in this, but yeah, sadly this one is not for me. But all the others, considering they were only really cheapy second-hand buys, I don't think I paid more than £4 for pretty much most of these. Maybe that one was a little bit more, the Fashion Through Time. But yeah, most of these were second hand. These three I think weren't. There was still some original ones of those on Amazon UK when I bought these ones. But yeah, I really quite like this artist's work. I can't remember her name. Every time I have to keep looking up. And Kronheimer. Why can't I say this? Kronheimer. If I slow down, that might make more sense, might it? Oh dear, it's been that kind of week. But yeah, I thought I'd share them anyway so you can see what they're like and see whether they're for you or not. They are going to be a bit of a hunt for if you want them. But yeah, there seem to be quite a few of these ones still around in the UK. These ones were a little bit thinner on the ground and I just got what there was. Some of them were very silly prices, but there was cheaper ones if you looked. So don't just jump on the first one you see. You have to be a bit... have a look round for it. But yeah, I thought I'd share them because I'm really enjoying this particular selection. I think I'll probably work in these ones more because these are nice and small. I like the paper and the illustrations really suit me. These ones will be a bit more special occasion colouring, I think. And this one is definitely going to school up tomorrow. You won't see it again. Thank you very much for watching. I might learn to talk for my next video, who knows. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the next time. Bye bye.